The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
Mamish, fresh story. Okay, so there's a younger man by the name of, you may know him, his name is Sruly Glassman. He's involved with various different askanas and stuff. A good yid. Bekitzer, he told me this story happened with him just now. He was in a shul somewhere in Flatbush, and after davening, he went to the coffee room in the shul, beautiful coffee room, and he was talking over there, looking over there, getting his coffee, etc. Bekitzer, he sees a friend of his who he knew was making a wedding in a week from then. Maybe it was last week or 2 weeks. It was mamish a fresh story. And, he went over to me, figured maybe I'll give him chizik, whatever. Bekitzer, this man said, what was his name? Let's make up a name. Yehuda Leib. This man's name was Yehuda Leib. And he said, oh, Yehuda Leib, Shalom Aleichem, how you doing? He's like, listen, how am I doing? Honestly, not so good. Not so good. I'm maxed out. I'm making a wedding in a week. And I'm short about $10,000. And I really don't know who to go. I already went to all my people. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. I don't know what Hashem wants. I just don't know. I don't know. And the stress is getting, very, very high, and it's very hard for me to function, and it's scary. Meanwhile, the Kala is saying this, and my wife is saying this, and we have to get this, and even the place called me, and they said, I need, and it's a week from now. I don't know what to do. Now, I'm not asking you for money. I'm just, venting to you. And Sruly told him, Meir Simcha Sperling, Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to help, and this and that. He wasn't really asking for money. He was just chizik. He gave him chizik, like every yid should do when somebody is hurt, when somebody is broken, when somebody's going through a hard thing. He gave him chizik. Because he walks out of the coffee room, and on the floor is 10,000. I'm joking. He walks out of the coffee room, and he goes into the shul. This was in between minyanim in the shul, so it was like a half a base medrash, and there was a collector. There was a collector going through the different people collecting money. But kids, there was one person sitting over there, Balabatash guy, whatever it was, sitting there wrapping his tefillin, and he didn't look like he was in the best of moods. To be nice. And obviously we're going to be down the kafschos. We're not judging anybody. People go through hard things. Okay. Bekitzer, he's there wrapping his tefillin. And meanwhile, the collectors come in closer to him. Everybody's watching what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Anyways, wrapping his tefillin, looking down, a little bit of, Anyways, the collector comes and goes, tzedakah. The guy looks up. Now, we're going to be down the kafschos. It could be that he had 18 people collecting that morning from him, and he had a very hard night, whatever it was. But Bekitzer, he lost it. Enough of you collectors! Just stop! I can't daven! I can't wrap my tefillin in them. Meanwhile, the guy's like there was a lot of people in the shul, red in the face, blue in the face, green in a rainbow. Hashem sent the rainbow on his face to say, I want to destroy the world now. Anyways, he's sitting there, and the guy's embarrassed like anything. Meanwhile, this guy, you can't blame him. We're down the kafschos. We don't know the story. But Bekitzer, he didn't say a word. He just turned red, blue, green, red. I said red already. And then he went to the next guy, and he said, tzedakah. And went to the next guy, Bekitzer. Anyways, Sruly was standing there, and he realized, 1 second. This is somebody's got to catch the moment. He's like, if I run to that collector now, who was just embarrassed, who didn't say anything back, and I get him to go to the guy who needs the money, to give him a bracha, because there's a power of bracha when you're quiet, when you're embarrassed. Maybe that will help. So he runs over to the guy. He's like, come with me right now. Runs into the coffee room. The guy's still there. He's like, hey, everybody stop. He's like, this is going to be weird, but just listen. I need you to give a bracha to him. He's making a wedding in a week, and he needs parnasa. Give me. He's like, I should give a bracha. Who am I? I don't care who you are. You were just embarrassed. You're Tzal Malakim. That's who you are. Just give him a bracha. The kids, so the guy went all out. He's like, Meir Simcha Sperling, it should go, and he gave him a very, very long bracha. Okay. Good. And Sruly left, the guy left, the collector left. The guy got home, he relaxed. Okay. Anyways, not 24 hours later, this guy is in a supermarket somewhere, and he meets a friend of his. He got the bumps into a friend. And he says, the friend comes and says, oh, Shalom Aleichem, what's the doing? He's like, you're making a wedding next week. No, you're making a wedding, right? He's like, yeah. He said, can I help you? I want to help you for the wedding. He's like, yeah, you can help me, whatever, $180, whatever it is, yeah. You can help me. The guy's like, I want to help you, my friend. Gishmak. And he pulls out his checkbook, and he writes a $10,000 check. He says, here, I hope this helps. I don't know what's going on. Stomach made a lot of money, whatever. Because we gave him a $10,000 check, not 24 hours after he got a bracha from a person who was embarrassed and was quiet. It's a true story that just happened within the past few days, weeks, months, past few weeks. Rabbi, this is not a story from back in the day. This is not a story in the books. This is a fresh story, just happened. Now, there are a billion lessons. And when I say a billion, I mean at least 3 lessons from this story. First of all, Hashem has a plan. In order for Hashem's plan to work, we need different shluchim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is waiting. He wants this to happen. He wants that to happen. He wanted this story to come out, maybe. Who knows? But there are so many different things that happen with Hashem's plan. Emunah b'tachon. Dinah goes out. Leah, how come Mesiras Nefesh? Hashem has a plan. And guess what? Hashem has a plan in your life also. It's not just by Dinah, and it's not just by this person, it's by you as well. Maybe you didn't see it yet, but it's by you also. Another lesson from the story is that when you see something, do something. In other words, the second you see, make that connection quick. Oh, we could get a bracha. Like, be that person to go. Take action right away. Don't wait. What am I going to do? I can't do anything. Also, don't say, who am I can't give a bracha. You could. You have no idea what your bracha could do. Also, give chizuk. Rabbi said there are so many lessons from this story, but it's such an important idea to realize that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a plan for every one of you. This person just made the wedding, had exactly what he needed. Everything he needed for the wedding right after that bracha. You understand? And this happens in all of our lives so many times. Sometimes we don't see it, sometimes we do see it, sometimes it's not what we wanted to see, but it happens all over the place.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org